Well, hey there. Almost there. Hold on. Well, hey there. It is time to play The Long Dark, The Quiet Apocalypse. It's a world that all of a sudden became very, very cold. And the electricity went out. I mean, power just doesn't work. Not even a flashlight. Except when there's beautiful auroras. So let's look around. Where are we? What time is it? I've been playing a bunch of The Long Dark, and I'll talk about that in relation to this game in just a sec. Right now, I've got to remember. Oh, there's my inventory. Like I said. Oh, actually, Long Dark. You can't jump. This is a funny thing to start with, but you cannot jump in the Long Dark. And it's kind of funny. We're starting out that it's really dark. So let's fix that. Let's hit the space bar and get our lantern out. I have plenty of fuel. And here we are. This is a Long Dark POI, point of interest, a structure, and let me tell you where I'm coming from. So I'm mostly a 7 Days to Die slash, well, not slash, 7 Days to Die Darkness Falls player. So that's generally what I play. And before that, I was Project Zomboid player. So yeah, I'm usually running around fighting zombies. And I'm used to having a lot of cool guns, which will be important. I'll explain the importance of that pretty soon. And I mean, this game in relation to other survival games you might be used to. I'll start with that. Let's get into my inventory again. Let's see what I'm carrying. So, weapons. This hunting rifle. Um, Maybe a wolf. No, this will drop. This thing, this hunting rifle, this ancient thing, which is the only rifle in the game. It can bring down a moose with one shot. It can bring down a bear with one shot. Yeah, I've done that both. Seriously, bring down a wolf. Um, we'll talk about wolves right now. So wolves are extra scary in this game because you don't have many guns. Main weapon you might use for a wolf is a revolver. Now, a lot of folk, okay, and even this is hard to find. So, yes, Canada, which is flush with guns, just like not just like the United States, but there's a lot of gun owners up there. Guns here are rare, so that's something to deal with. If you're used to having plenty of guns. So that's a huge, was a handicap to me, but it's fine now. And let me the revolver. You can bring down a deer with it. It's tough. I think a bear, it's going to take like 6 shots, all of it. And mostly, for wolves, yeah, I'll drop a wolf. But yeah, a lot of people use it to scare wolves off, just as a real noise maker. Um, this is a Canadian game, and of course, Canadians know how to use guns very well. But it just seems, and when I play a game that wasn't made in the United States, it's just guns can be interesting. Um, it's like there should be more guns. So here's the best weapon in the game. It's a survival bow, and I wish I was better with it. And so here's another. So it's great. There's a bow, but here's something: you can't kneel. So there's no kneeling. And taking your shot, you do have to stand, and if you look at it, I think it's just too big to kneel. That's a lot of lantern fuel. That's a great thing, isn't it lovely? Because here's something. Wait for it. 7 days to die, players. There's fishing in this game, like most survival games, but it is limited. You can only fish through the ice. So there are fishing huts dotted about. You can also crack through the ice in some areas, some limited areas, and you can fish that way. But, at least there's fishing. This guy mostly lives on fish. I'll show you that in a second. And really get an idea of how difficult this game can be. The Neebs guys are fun. So, Neebs and then Apps Pro play split screen, kinda, because this is a solo game, and that shows how difficult this can be. Let's look at him right now, and let's look at his clothes. Okay, this guy is really. First of all, don't. This isn't like not a how to play, and this is the best thing to do. I play for me, because I think it is a tough game. It is a difficult game. You don't have your guns. It's incredibly cold, as you might tell. And, the balaclava is a great thing. He made that rabbit skin hat. I made this wolf skin coat. And I'm doing well enough where I just made that because I wanted to do it. I'm playing at a level that's called Voyageur, or Voyageur. It's French for Voyageur. And so there's a lot of cool clothes to find, at this low, easy level. There's just one below it. So you can find nice things like ski jackets and new ski gloves. And of course, the blessed mucklucks, best you can find. I made these too, so there's obviously crafting in this game. This is gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot more limited than you're gonna be used to in 7 Days to Die, or Minecraft, or from what I've seen, like Ark. And you can make a lot of stuff there. Just any of your crafting games, you are gonna be limited. You cannot build a workbench. You have to find a workbench, and that's okay. So I just want to point out the flare gun. That will drop a lot of things. So the flare gun is another weapon. I play in survival mode, so I'm not following the storyline. It looks like a really interesting story, but I'm just not an adventure guy. So yeah, I need to be able to walk around, do what I want. I don't want someone telling me, "Oh, now you need to go do this," and give me 20 rabbit skins or forgive me some crap. Hey, full disclosure, I am 57. And I have played computer games, since the 1970s. So I've seen a lot. I love games, very happy how they developed. But there's just, some things we just can't escape from, huh? Like workbenches. And so I think I went as far as I kind of want to switch over to just the mode. Maybe people have played this, or maybe you've watched it, maybe you've seen it streamed, maybe you looked at it, and like, oh no, this is too hard. And I just gotta say, if I can do it, I mean, it can't be that hard. Oh look, it's morning. So let's turn this off and let's go check some stats. Put that away. H. And let's look at some stats real quickly. So what day am I on? Oh, I'm on day 150. And it was a struggle for me. So my big deal about this game, this run, is that I actually passed uh, day, just day 100. Getting to day 100 was a big deal. Yeah, I didn't fully explain this. On higher levels, obviously there's a lot less loot, and there's also less real clothing. So you do have to craft things in the higher levels. At this level, I didn't really have to make the wolf skin. I've read that it can scare wolves off, and I really hate wolves. Um, Dealing with them, and these are not your average wolves. These, I forgot about that. Yeah, super cold world, electricity doesn't work. The animals are psychotic, so we may be used to a wolf in other games like 7 Days to Die or any RPG game. Yeah, wolves aren't a real big deal. Yeah, they are here if they catch you by surprise, you don't have a weapon, if you're sick, and you can't. There is no melee in this game, so if you don't manage to shoot a wolf or scare it off, which it was pretty easy, then the wolf will grapple with you, and there's a struggle, and you can die from it. I have died from a wolf attack. I didn't realize that or I didn't think, I was pretty sick, and up to that point, it's like, oh, this is nothing. So the animals are psychotic. The wolves will attack you. The bears will attack you. The wolves, or excuse me, the moose will trample you, and then there's timber wolves, and they're a real pain, and no need to go into them right now. But let's look around. And again, you know, I do feel like a tourist here because I'm a 7 Days to Die player. I'm used to having, never mind an AK, a rocket launcher if I need it, and a motorcycle. And here, it's all foot. Let's see where we are. Oh, we are on the beautiful Jackrabbit Island. Now we might be able to get this, and we'll see a little danger in the game. I think I do want to go over here. I have a base there. Yeah, well, of course, this is a very, very popular base. A coastal highway refers to the section of the map we're on, like, not a biome, because it's all cold. I think of biomes as, it's a desert, or it's snow, or it's forest, or whatever. And here it's always effing cold. And I just wanted to show off that this tourist in this game, this casual player, look at all that fish. Look at all that. Oh, I just realized I have to cook that. But this is all the fresh stuff. And let's just go for a walk. Let's see if anything happens. I have to remember how to drink. Oh, I always go to this radial. And yeah, it's not a lot of water, but water's really heavy. And I'm not going to go into weight management or the difficult. It's kind of cold. Note the lower left. That's his temperature. And he's really well dressed. And this is actually, well, back to biomes. This place isn't that bad. So let's go inside a second and figure out what we're going to do. So it's a little too cold to go out right now. And he is hungry. So let's see does he have any food on him? No, he doesn't. So let's go back out. Ah, I know what to do. How heavy is this? Yes, this American, you know, I was playing, it's been on metric all this time, and I'm like, oh, geez, let's just switch to, you know, imperial, because I want to see, you know, gallons and pounds. It's more for the fish. I wanted to see, you know, I don't understand kilograms very well. But yeah, I switched back, because like a can of water is half a liter. And it's 0.13 gallons, so I didn't need that crap. So he's all fed. Note that he's not cold. Let's go out in the... So I do have some fish tips. I'll show you those. Let's look around a little. Isn't this a beautiful world? And this area, coastal highway. There's a bunny going by. Coastal highway is you know, warmer, and one way you can tell it's warmer is that there's actually moving water. There's the ocean. I think it's the ocean. Yeah, I'm catching saltwater fish over here. And here's something, there's my fish tips. We're gonna look over there. See where the water's rushing on, or washing up. Items will wash up, especially after a blizzard, or maybe it's just during a blizzard, but after a blizzard, you know, you run down there and see, let's see if anything is washed up since I last checked. You do have to be careful about the ice being thin. Oh look, there's something. I might know what that is. I might have seen this. I haven't played for a couple weeks, because my sweetheart and I have been playing 7 Days to Die. And you gotta watch, the ice does get thin, but I've made crampons. Give myself a little extra warning. Oh, what's this? Nah, see, I've already been in here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
And I'm actually gonna leave. Oh, I'll take that. There's a lot of mending of clothes, and we gotta keep an eye on the weather, because it can turn and there can be a blizzard. And you know, it's nice to be at the stage of a game where it's like, oh, a tough game, because again, I find it very tough. You know, if it's an easy game for you, well, bless your heart. You're the closest thing to God that I know of. Anyway, I'm not being 12. I admit that, you know, I'm not great at every game I play. And this was tough. I'm just saying this was a Timberwolf battle for those in the know. Now let's go check the fish tips. I think the longer they're up, the easier it is for them to break. So, now, in case, you know, someone hasn't played the Long Dark for a while. Like, I hadn't played it for a while, and then I come back, and those crows are flying above a body, a dead human body. And so crows are helpful, because they tell you that there's a carcass of some sort. See, the weather's turning. This was not a good day to go for a walk. Okay. And also, they leave feathers behind. Okay, yeah, see? Damn it. It's not going to be a very good day for travel, so let's, we are going to use our pry bar to break the ice. Because, number one, it will take the least damage, you know, versus a hatchet, and certainly versus a knife. Breaking through ice. Gee, see? Yeah, it's dangerous to be walking around. There are wolves, and there's a bear somewhere. Anyway, a rainbow trout. Wow. It's a tiny one. Okay, I'm gonna do... Okay, I'm gonna go inventory. I'm gonna go to this... It's a really small trout. And what do you... A small saltwater fish. Yeah, trout can do both. It's just I thought... I know this is a weird time to now ponder this. I'm going to make this into some bait for bigger fish. Is that I thought when trout are in the ocean going one, or steelheads, but I don't know. I mean, obviously I don't know. Oops. Maybe should have built a fire, so we're gonna have to do that. But so now we're gonna put up a fishing tip, and we're gonna add a little bit of bait. There we go. Damn. Well, I was hoping, because this pry bar is getting beat up, and I actually have like 4 pry bars across the ice. The Quonset garage, as it's called, just lordy, that's a good one. Gave me a whole bunch of pry bars. You know, I think, and maybe it was at least the surrounding houses too. It gave me at least 3 pry bars. And I don't know if, I bet you at least one is at 100 quality. See, note the eye there. So he's a little fatigued. He's banging through ice. But this, admittedly, in my opinion, from playing this and also being, not a fantastic player at all. Oh, there went a fish tip, just went up. Yeah, look at this. I got so much food. Oh my god. This will feed me. This fish. When I cook it, I won't, the meat will be heavy. It's, okay.
Something's gotta go.
I know. And we got a bait. Nope. Okay, but now note this one has gone off. We have to go through the ice. Oh my god. I can probably start bringing these up to save them because there's a lot of damn fish. So I don't know. I'm gonna check on that. For now, I'm gonna leave them. But oh look at the rockfish. Isn't it pretty? I mean, okay. Have they stopped going off? Okay. I still have bait. Should I make that little trout in a bait as well? Let's see how heavy I am. 46, that's very heavy. He only wants to be 35. Okay. So now let's tromp back. And no, so far, oh my god. Okay, he's just heavy, sorry. I freaked out because I thought that, thin ice. There's no thin ice. And now on the other
side. Barely walk with this much gear.
Yes, I know. And that hillside would be a bitch, but I made crampons. So yeah, on that side, oh yeah, there's thin ice over there. And especially, as some of you know, on the other side of Jackrabbit Island. Oh boy. The east. We are heading east right now. Oh god, look at the little slip thing. Okay, see that red knife to the right? I think that's what that is. It's The Long Dark is a very tight and well-designed game. I mean, developed over, I think it's like 10 years now. But get a better symbol for that. I don't know what that means. Anyway, let's get up here, and I'm going to drop a stick, because I just mentioned direction. And I hear rabbits walking around me. So, if you drop a stick, and then some other objects, like a knife or whatever, this end is always going to point in the same direction. And we're looking that way. So yeah, that is north. So yes, on this map that works properly, the stick is pointing north. So you just need to drop, you can drop a stick and you know which way north is in this game. However, there are several maps that are kind of screwed up. God, I can't think. Pleasant Valley, I think that's one. Pleasant Valley, yeah, it doesn't point north, but it's always going to point the same direction, so it becomes a compass. You know, you just figure out. Um, I don't know. I guess you make your north or something. It's like this is my north, or you figure out like I did. It's the stick points east. Like I think in Pleasant Valley, I think maybe it points to the southeast. I could be wrong. Let's drop all that. Check IRL. Okay, IRL time. And I want to talk about the POI, or POIs. And you'll note, let's pretend I was being chased by a pack of wolves, so we'll go look for some wildlife in a bit. Drink some water, and I hope I have water stored. Otherwise, it's just a matter of, boiling. Oh. There, that water is drinkable. But now, I'm going to check my inventory very quickly. And this is... Okay. Making sure that I have at least one can. Now, I'm a pack rat. Especially in the long dark. It's like, this is too much stuff. Look, I don't need to carry all those lines, but I'm the type of player I don't want to put them down. That's just me being sloppy. The arrow shafts can obviously be dropped. But yeah, I'm kind of doing this for people who play the long dark so they can laugh and go, dude, drop some stuff. You do not... Yes, 2 marine torches. Oh. Yeah, I have to think about the thermos. So, I don't need that thermos. You'll note that I'm not carrying the bow right now. Some of you might be surprised. But as far as wolves are concerned, if I can't drop them with a pistol, then at least they'll be scared away. And if they do grab me, you saw how I am pretty well armored as far as, light armor goes. So I just grabbed a bunch of water. This campfire is over here because of wind. Normally, full-on blizzard. Full-on blizzard. These 2 campfires, they're fine. But the wind did shift one day, so I put it over here and I was fine. And back to this POI. The thing is, let's pretend I was being chased by a bunch of wolves. Oh no, I'll run in here. Now in a game like The Long Dark, let's pretend it was zombies. But even wolves, let's say it was a big wolf in 7 Days to Die. Yeah, it's going to bang the door down, or it's going to try to come in a window. Once you're in a POI in the long dark, you're safe. As long as you got food, got water, got something to do, like, which reminds me, like mending clothes. I'm going to drop that for now. I'll put it somewhere later. Okay. Let's look at some objects real quickly here. The flashlight only works during the auroras. And maybe... What time is it? I mean, I'm going to hang out in the game, I think, long enough to see if there's an aurora, but I don't think there will be. So that's an extra hatchet. You see, obviously, arrows. I don't know, the lantern oil. Usually torches are used. You can also light a match. And got my various flares. A lot of this clothes, the clothes are being stored up. Some are emergency, absolute emergency clothes, like that good maple leaf wool toque. Yeah, it's a really good hat. My rabbit hat's better, but that's a good hat. So just in case something happens, like let's say I get attacked by a wolf, and it eats half my hat, and I don't have a rabbit skin to repair it. I have that. Otherwise, though, they'll be scrapped for cloth. Like these curtains can be scrapped for cloth. So, with all the struggles I've had with this game, For a while there, I would just randomly spawn into a place. It was very Project Zomboid-like, if you're familiar with that game. And I'll tell you one thing about that game. It starts with the advice. You can call it a warning, but I just think it's advice. This is how you died. And I think this is how you died. It can apply to the Long Dark, certainly. Did you starve to death? Did you die of cold? Did a bear get you? Did you? This is hard to do, but did you? Did you fall off a cliff or off a bridge? No, it hasn't happened to me. No, we're gonna ignore the fish. We're gonna go take a walk and see if we can. We're gonna go to the other end of the island, and I'll tell you what. Oh, you can see some deer out there. Oh, let's just enjoy this world a little bit. It's evening. It would be great. Let's get lost in this world, and there we go. Do I have to drop a stick? This is pretty pathetic, because I know the... There we go. Over there, across the water, can we see it, is Misanthrope Island. You can see a little cabin on there. Yeah, bear likes to... What the hell? Oh, okay, it's just... I'm just going to show you, so I don't know, I think this washed up. And here's some crow feathers. I don't remember shooting a wolf. Because they can run, they'll often run and bleed out. I don't need that piece of firewood, I don't feel like getting close to it. Is that just another feather? That looks like a rifle bullet. Oh, is this a casing? Yeah, I don't need that. Okay, let's get away from that. So the ice is going to get really thin right there. And if you fall... Ooh. I don't need a fire-hardened arrow. A broken arrow I'd take. Oh, let's not look at the game arrow there. Look at those deer. Look at all that food. If I wanted it. For the deer, you know, I'm supposed to use the bow. And I have taken deer down and wolves down with one shot from the bow. But, you know, I don't, if I screw up, I don't want to have to, you know, chase a wounded animal across the map. So I prefer to one-shot them. I will use the rifle, I admit it. And believe me, I know how to use a bow in a game really well. You know, for not just 7 Days to Die, but of course, the Elder Scrolls series. And some of you, I'm sure anyone watches this who, you know, plays an Elder Scrolls game. Yeah, you picked up with a bow. Yeah, you can't kneel. And that is of course, super common method of survival technique in the Elder Scrolls game. You know, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall. Kneeling with a bow in the shadows. I'm seeing how much food I have. Doesn't look like we're going to have an aurora tonight. It's a little late, not that late. I don't know if I want to... God, it's not that far, huh? Yeah, what's real time? Yeah, I guess nothing exciting happened today. Well, let's just go look at our fishing. Okay, let's get on the left side here. Excuse me, north side. And let's just go look at a fishing hut. Looks like I broke through the ice here. That is some fish that's washed up, and it's most likely ruined. Now, I actually can use ruined fish because of my cooking. Oh, look at all that stuff over there. It's probably dead fish. Because of my cooking skills, I've leveled up. I'll show you. I guess I'll show you that real quickly. It goes the wrong thing. So, like, this is harvesting carcasses. Ice fishing is only 3, but cooking I'm at 5. And fire starting I'm at 5. The bummer. And I've looted Misanthrope Island, and that's where the bear hangs out. I mean, we'll see if we can see the bear. Oh, this is an abundance of caution. I'm not going to shoot a... I don't want to shoot a bear right now. It's a lot of meat to deal with. I have meat. And it's the pelt I'm interested in. So yeah, I'm crab walking across, seeing if we can see a bear. I don't even see any wolves. Okay, I'm going to get ready to run, actually. How many timber wolf attacks can you have? And I don't want to... Yeah, to go across the water, I'm going to want food. Or go across the ice, excuse me. It was water. And... let's see. Yeah, I think I'm looking at it. I want it to take me long, but I got too far away. There's an achievement in this game. If you don't eat any packaged food for like 25 days, processed food, just live off the land, then there's an achievement called Living Off the Land. And yeah, I like getting Steam achievements for this game because I don't have a lot, but they're good ones. Yeah, I survived 24 hours on Interloper, spent 3 nights outside, used every natural herb or whatever for healing. I have 15 achievements. Some funny ones, like, yeah, catching, I forget, if you catch a fish over 7 kilograms or something, I don't know, that's an achievement. But if you catch 4 fish, 4 specialty fish, so like sunfish, that's a small little fish, you can find, oh, Mystery Lake. And then, what's the other fish? It's not a turbot, is it? It's not a turbot, it's some kind of catfish looking thing. I can't place it at the moment, and I don't think I have one handy. There, Jackrabbit Island. And where's that? That's in Pleasant Valley. I caught plenty in Pleasant Valley. I stayed for a while in Pleasant Valley. If you're a casual player, a tourist in this game, hey rabbit. Pleasant Valley, I really recommend Draft Dodger's Cabin. It's very peaceful, mellow. Looking around. I don't think... Now we're... Sometimes the aurora starts in the evening. Sometimes it's later. So in the evenings, you know, in other games, survival games, you'd be crafting and, you know, cooking, getting stuff ready, mending, repairing. Repair is really important in this game. Let's look at my clothes real quickly. Like... sorry, I thought I heard something. Like these new snow pants. How are they doing? 94%. So I don't need to repair them, but keep an eye on that. Socks, we can see they're doing well. Looks like I just repaired them. My good old mucklucks. Where do those mucklucks come from? H, put that away. And so, yeah, for anyone who's played a little bit, look at all this food. Look at all this freaking fish. You know what this means. So, which is the screenshot here? There we go. Wow. And then that's the cook stuff. Just picked up a bunch of water. So, that was just, yeah, just a little visit. Just a little visit to the Long Dark. And I'm wondering if I should, I got stuff to do. I'll get up, you know, next time I play, I'll get up and I'll probably get fish cooked, go across the water. The thing is he's not super tired. What I'd like to do is have him have him go to sleep, and then maybe an aurora will happen during the night. He's kind of tired. A little eye to the left. Well, let's just find, what the hell? But note on the right, there's a thing that says I'm on a slidey surface. There we go. So let's just mend some clothes. What's looking? Kill some time. There we go. I need wool skin to fix that. So actions. We're going to repair this. It's going to take a piece of cloth and one of the repair kits I have. So let's repair that. This is going to kill 22 minutes. Sun's going down. Oh, he's yawning. Let's go back. And anything else needs a little love. Either face or gloves. Oh, see that? Yeah, constant repair work will keep you alive. One of the things to keep you alive. And where's the 94 one? And yeah, at some point it might be too dark. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oh, we can look at the nice sunset coming. He's not getting cold, so I'm just gonna stay out here and mend stuff. It's because I'm killing some time because I want to see if we can get an aurora. And then if it's a nice, clear, warm morning, I'll grab a bunch of fish and head across the ice and, you know, maybe see some dangerous, whoa, careful of that. Don't automatically harvest something. I did that to a pair of snow pants. Yeah, the thing with the, you know, factory-made clothes as opposed to the clothes you make yourself out of, you know, rabbit and wolf and deer and bear, is it's a lot lighter. Drink some water. We'll cook some fish quickly. Just I'm not going to take charcoal. Charcoal is used to map. You need a piece of charcoal, you know, to sit down and draw a little map of the area. We're going to start a fire. Oh, fuel, that's important. There we go. Let's grab this fir firewood. % chance, but like, oh, it's too. I know it's a little dark. They're getting gamey. Let's just take some small fish here. Wow. I can make that into a lot of bait. I'm gonna make that into bait. And my chance of starting a fire is really high because but also with, you know, reading materials. put this to the side. And we're going to place first our pretty rockfish. And our now kind of smelly salmon. So that's going to take 27 minutes. That's going to take 26. Let's hit this space. Pass time until ready. Wow, there's an hour and 46 minutes left here. How's the time doing? I want it pretty. Yeah, I want it kind of late, or else he'll just wake up. It's like, it's late at night and you're bored. Those guys I'll probably make into bait. Anyone else getting gamey though? Another rockfish. How are you looking? Let's do this, coho.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No, you may not. So we'll just place a couple more fish, get it done. I have the ability to just somehow run out of food. 46 minutes, that's 31. So let's do this. Let's grab that. And that has 14 minutes left, plenty of fire time. Let's do that. And I'll leave those on me. And let's do it this way. I'm going to take a torch. I have plenty of lantern fuel. Those fish that I processed, they gave me lamp oil. So, I'm not going to run out of that. Fishing does seem rather overpowered. I'm not complaining. We're going to go to our bed here. And put this out. Put our torch away. First we're going to... Oh my god, I have a lot of food on me. Jesus. Excuse me. 12. Let's eat that. And it's okay. I'm going to leave those fish on me. I normally wouldn't, because it's better that they're sitting in the snow, obviously, than on my person while I'm sleeping in bed. But it is
Pack
cooked.
is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, I can't do it. Hold on. Let's use the damn lantern. Yeah, that was the fish tip. So, yeah, look how heavy these are. Let's drop that for now. I'm okay with that. Just, there's a chance we'll be able to trek across the ice in the morning. I'm not counting on it. That was kind of dumb, wasn't it? So let's light that. Are these pretty POIs? Away. And now, since we're all filled up on calories and everything, and he's really tired, and yeah, it's evening. He's a little smelly because of the fish. So let's try to get a full 9 hours. I always keep my guy well fed and well rested. And no aurora during the night, that's too bad. So we're at 100 and... I thought it was... Okay, we're finishing up our 149th day. It's
too heavy.
Oh, shut up. Well, actually... Let's eat that. And then I'll get even lighter by eating some of that. And then I'm going to have a nice refreshing drink of water. I kind of like to keep about maybe 1.5 liters, but water of course gets heavy. And we'll look at the day. And It's not sounding great. Oh. Okay, how heavy am I? I mean, I'm pretty sure. So something that's not coho. Trout. Trout. How's our weight? Okay, just want to go out a nice, pretty day and actually, get out. It's just in case anyone watches this, we'll actually go somewhere.
I need
Yeah.
to drop something.
He's still warm. Weather's turning, or weather might turn. Okay, I'm gonna get my bearings real quickly. Out straight from that, just follow the ice huts, or fishing huts. Okay, weather's turning bad. Note the on the left, this temperature, it is dropping. Mr. Sun's on our right, immediate right. So we're heading in a nice. We're heading northeast. And so far, yeah, it doesn't look like it looks like a super peaceful, safe game right now. Because there aren't even wolves on the ice. So bummer about not being able to show an aurora, but I'm glad the weather was nice. A blizzard is something to see, and we actually might. Nah, I should be across the ice before one would be able to hit me, but yeah, I don't know. May not make it. My God, it's peaceful. No wolves. No bear. Bear. Might be a good, yeah, and this will be a good place for me to wrap it. Because, when I wake up there, or when I log back in, I think I'm going to head back across the ice. I don't know. Getting a little foggier. Now the danger, at least in my opinion, when I play, of hitting that land, see, it's getting foggier. It's getting foggier. Son of a bitch. Is the wolves really like to hang out in that area. And I have not seen a single wolf. Keep going, guy. Come on, let's run a little bit. I got the food. Don't want to be caught in the fog. No, it's not like being caught in Mystery Lake. No, sheep. Hey, crows. There's a wolf. They sound like they're to my left. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to quiet apocalypse mode. So, oh god. Okay, there is a wolf ahead of me, I believe. So far, so good. Getting to the Quonset hut. Note the maple leaf because it's a Canadian game. Thank you, Raphael, for giving us a fantastic game. Thank you, Hinterland. You got a great team, dude. You got a effing great team. You know that, though. You better know that. Okay, and so there's deer. There's deer hanging around. We're good. I know, I'm having a pretty easy game. Some of you are probably laughing. Is he running because, or she running because of me? Isn't it nice and peaceful? I mean, it's so immersive. This is where you can focus and relax. Definitely a deer, right? You know, I'm just going to go over that way a little bit because I've heard tell that a moose can spawn back there. This area? The deer's great, man. I didn't bring the bow. I can bring it down with this revolver. And, you know, those of you who that sounds strange to, it's not just an American and fired plenty. I think I've only fired 3 different handguns, 4 or 5. But anyway, no, you just like wait around a corner and wait for them to walk by and plug them when they walk by. You ambush them. It's not rocket science. FFS. Or there's also you can also just learn to aim with a revolver. That's good. I really wish the game didn't use
Too much stuff to carry.
The mouse button to do that. You know, to open doors and to interact. Let's see, did I bring lantern oil with me? Yeah. So actions, let's refill this. Or refuel, excuse me. And wait for it. We're about to complete my mission. So what's a super important mission? Let's look around here real quickly. So you see you've got clothes. Kind of emergency, but mostly those are for cloth. Let's move that. Yeah, books will glitch on top of each other. I have a nice little food storage here. That's a lot of lantern fuel. And not familiar with the game. Beds, you need to sleep. There is a bed in the Quonset hut. There's a fire barrel so I can cook inside. See, I have so much stuff in this game. Just grab it here. This place has 2 workbenches. Makes it sad. Even sadder that it's a solo game. I mean, it's a effing fantastic solo game. And part of it's, yeah, see, I just like leaving food. Tomato soup. Why didn't I take this?
Hope I can still eat this.
Because I don't need it. No! Cancel. No, we're actually not doing that. I don't know why that food was still there. No, it's like, I mentioned earlier, I want to just eat, just live off the land, leave this stuff for total emergency. We'll drop that, and yes, we're about to get to the mission objective. It's in the wrong place, huh? There we go. And the mission objective. No, I don't need a spare knife. Pry bar, how are you? 100%? I'll take it. And drop this one. Yeah, and with that, just wrapping it up. I'm a 7 Days to Die player. Used to being able to craft, or excuse me, being able to build structures, at least add to structures. I'm not used to being harried, having a wolf be like a real danger to me. Not used to being able to freeze to death in a game. Weight management, of course, is much more important than 7 Days to Die. No, I can't put a motorcycle in my pocket in this game. And I've had a fantastic time. It's like a vacation from the games I normally play. It's a brutal vacation, but the moments of solitude and just being immersed in this world, I mean, it puts your mind to a different place. It helps me play my other games better. Much more likely just to leave something behind lately, because the inventory thing in this. But well, that was fun. And it's a game that's $3.49 currently, ending May 5th, 2025, if I'm not mistaken. Today's Canada's election, and here's where I am. Good luck, Mr. Carney, and good luck, Canada. I like that good man. The United States, sorry for the problems, man. Sorry for the problems, brothers, my Canadian brothers and sisters. We're North American scum together. You know this. Know this. Our our American ancestors, when our European ancestors came here, that first generation, that first kid that was born outside of Europe and born on this continent, oh, they were lesser than to them. Spaniards, I'm part of a lot of things. Mostly Irish English, but yeah, I got a bit of Spanish. I mean, they'd call people born here Creoles, Creoles. They didn't come from the continent. And same with the English, you know. Uh, British officers who would look down on colonial militia, they just look down on colonials, period. So, we're in this together, guys. And I am pulling for Carney. I'm pulling for the Liberal Party. I know they're all liberals up there. Yeah, for Americans, I'm afraid anyone to the north, and then we look across the Atlantic. It's like, oh God, they're all liberals. But I really, really like the health care that they have and the social safety nets that they have. Um, they tax their corporations and they tax their very rich. So sounds good to me. No, it's we all have the right to our opinions, and mine are self-interest, man. I don't like governments that take things away from me, and I don't like governments or people, for that matter, that try to make me dislike someone or hate someone just what they're different than me. Yeah, that's really stupid. And so, Canada, I wish you the very best. Again, Raphael and the incredible Hinterland team, thank you for this game. Thank you from this vacation from the zombie apocalypse. This is a quiet apocalypse.